Guys, I get questions all the time in my feeds. Hussey, I got a brand new Blackstone. What the heck should I cook on it first? I have answers, friends. My answer to that is breakfast. Breakfast is the dish, the thing to cook on a brand new Blackstone griddle if you're a new user trying to figure out what in the world you want to cook. Breakfast is so easy, and this thing right here makes breakfast really awesome. So let's get started making some good old breakfast. We got some sausage, we got eggs, we got bacon. Jacob loves bacon, y'all. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. First thing we're gonna get started with is sausage. Sausage takes the longest. I let the store kind of help me out with these pre-pattied sausage patties. Figured why not, right? I got a griddle temperatures here. You're new to Blackstones, I wanna make sure you know what the heck to do. I got all the burners on low here, y'all. Our top of our griddle here, we're looking at about 350 degrees, all right? So let's get this sausage on. We need to get some hash browns, and I tell you what, I really have become fond of these here, simply potatoes. I love them. They work really well for me. I don't know where my knife is, but I got a pocket knife. Old butter cutter. So I'm gonna put down, what am I gonna put down? I'm gonna use some bacon up. I like this bacon up. Even though we're gonna have some bacon here in a minute, I'm gonna use bacon up. Hash browns need oil, y'all, okay? It needs a lot of it, matter of fact. So get you ample amounts of oil. We're gonna put more on it too whenever we put these potatoes down, or after I put our potatoes down. Mind you, I like to kind of form these around, fan them out so they might get a little contact patch. Now I wanna come in here, a little bit of oil. This is just avocado, olive oil blend. We want these suckers saturated. Want to keep it saturated. I'm going to season this up with some heifer dust. This thing's been sitting outside, but it's okay. It's still good. This tells you right here, heifer dust is good on a lot of things. It's really good on taters. Our hashy browns looking good. Don't touch them. Let them be. Let them cook in that oil, all right? While we're doing that, I'll make some bacon. This is my kind of trick on bacon. I like to lay my bacon left to right, horizontally onto the griddle. And I do that so that you can flip them easily. If you run them vertically like this right here, you can't get up under many at a time. So I like to lay mine horizontally. And the other thing is bacon has to be a little chewy, a little floppy. State law, I said it. I said it and I mean it. And here's the cool thing about cooking on a Blackstone, especially with bacon. This bacon grease starts running. I try to get the pitch of the griddle to kind of go back just a little bit so it goes into the rear grease. And all that does, it goes right into those hash browns. What do you think about that? It's pretty slick, if I say so myself. All right, bacon, you go right there. We're gonna save a little bit of this bacon grease too because we're gonna make a little gravy on here, okay? Gonna make some biscuits too. Didn't know that, did you? You can do biscuits right on this dang griddle top. After about 3 to 4 minutes, we're gonna check on our sausages. I'll flip them, and they looking good. Looking real good. And we're gonna add just a little bit of oil. Sometimes sausages don't have a lot of fat that renders out, so we're gonna help it along a little bit. But I feel like it just needs it, all right? It's optional, all right? There's somebody gonna be in the comments and be like, yeah, big boy, you're using a lot of oil, ain't you? I'm like, yeah, I am. You got me. You got me, Jim. Once you flip your sausages, they've been going for a little bit. I want to move these up, and I want to show y'all, we're going to make a lot of real estate going to happen here and do a lot of stuff, okay? Actually, let's put them like that. So I want you to focus your attention right here because we're going to make some biscuits. Now, use whatever you like, y'all, okay? Don't hate me for what I'm about to do. I'm going to use canned biscuits. Canned biscuits are great. Use frozen biscuits, make the biscuits for all I care. I've done them all, just so somebody's in the comments, they're gonna be saying, those ain't biscuits, you need to make your biscuits. Well, I've done it before, all right? So, get off my back. We're just doing easy. I wanna show people how you can really do a lot of things on the Blackstone, okay? And, oh gosh, always gets me, Jacob. So we're gonna put a little bit of oil down, just a little bit, okay? And for your temperature, guys, you want it at about 350, maybe even a lower temperature, because you're cooking right onto the griddle. And to be honest, you know, the griddle, even on low sometimes, it gets kind of warm, all right? And you might have to turn the burner off. You may have to turn it back on, just so you can keep that temperature nice and low, all right? Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. There was a song about that one time. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all know about the song. Put them right there. Right there. All right, guys, you see your bacon when it starts kind of curling up on you? It's time to flip it. You see there? I get about a spatula's worth. You just flip them over. Just as easy as that. Okay? You want to get a little, you know, you want to get a little cocky. You know, you come over here and you just come up and get all of those suckers. Look at that right there. Bam! Bam! Dang it, boys. You know, I'll be here all day. Signatures, if you want, you know, just let me know. Just holler at your boy, all right? All right, so our biscuits have been on for a couple minutes, and over here, I had this burner kind of on a little bit hot. So as you can see, we're gonna flip these over. They're getting a little bit warm, and that's okay. They'll rise up real nice for you. Woo, come here. And I probably should not have done that quite like that, but I should have done them all at once. No big deal. We're gonna get our big old dome, and this right here will help the biscuits really cook probably a little bit more faster, a little bit more evenly, because of a little bit more convection. It kind of traps that heat in. If you notice here on our hash browns, we got some little crispies going on here, and that's exactly what you want. Just kind of come in. Honestly, I'm just gonna try to do all these at once. I think I can. Boom, boom, right there. That's the ticket right there. That's the ticket. Jacob, I hope you're proud of me. Nope, he's not. Great. Check on our bacon. Look at that. That is perfect. Perfecto. Perfect bacon for me. I'm just gonna let this other side just cook just for a little while longer. And then we're gonna use this Blackstone to its advantage. Then we're gonna cook a little bit of gravy, and y'all, this breakfast cook is gonna be about done. See how easy that is? Shameless plug, they don't sponsor me. These things are awesome, by the way, for cleaning up all kinds of stuff. And they clean up a lot for one towel. Love them. Go out and get you some. There'll be a link below. All right, once your bacon is to your liking, these right here is perfect. You wanna push them back here. This is a cool spot, and I also got this burner off now, okay? So I'm gonna use some of this bacon fat for some gravy. That's right, gravy. I'm gonna make gravy. You can get whatever you like. I like these little pans right here. I've got these from like a supermarket. And I'm gonna get a little bit of this bacon grease. Don't have a whole lot. Let's move that out of the way here. Ooh, look at that. That bacon grease is so good. All right, so we're gonna have to supplement a little bit, and that's okay. A little bit more bacon grease by means of bacon up. For about every tablespoon of fat, you want about a tablespoon of flour. That'll make a perfect roux. I'm just gonna use my spatula for right now until I can get my whiz hickey. I think Jacob moved it. Now, I tell you what, camping season's on the way, y'all. And this right here, you want the campground to smell good. You want people to think you some kind of griddle pimp, making this gravy, making all this on your Blackstone. They gonna be like, dang it, boy, you's a pimp. You's a pimp. I wanna check on my biscuits. I wanna make sure these suckers are doing all right. You doing all right? Doing all right, yep. I can still tell you, you see how they're a little bit doughy, and that's okay. But they're doing all right. I don't think they're burning or anything. They can just benefit from a little bit more time and temperature. Jacob makes a great point. A good way to know your roux is ready, I mean, it really don't take but about 1 to 2 minutes. Sometimes you can start smelling like a pie crust is baking. You kind of smell it. It starts smelling a little nutty. When it starts changing colors, when a roux starts changing colors too, that's like a gumbo. They get it like a real, like a mahogany, which we're not going for that for our gravy. But I would say a good 1 to 2 minutes under, you know, like a 350 degree, low to medium temperature. Now, we'll add a little milk. Red cap, state law. Some people will do half and half. You know, if you want to do half and half, do half and half. I ain't gonna judge. You're just looking for the flour to start kind of mixing in with the milk, and then it starts thickening. And then you just kind of pay attention to your mixture here. it starts to tighten up, it looks like looking like glue, add some more milk. If it's just kind of sitting there, not really doing a whole lot, it's real thin, don't put any more milk in it yet. Let it kind of tell you what it needs, okay? I see that a lot of times with folks with gravy. They just don't see what it needs. While that's going, we're gonna look at our hash browns. Yeah, they need some more time. They can benefit from more. I've cut my burners, some of the burners off. I don't want everything going at a blazing speed because you got a lot of things going on. So it's kind of essential to cycle the burners if you need them, okay? I'll check on our biscuits. Biscuits are looking good. We're gonna flip them so they can get some love on that side. Bring them over here a little bit to the middle. Yeah, those are still doughy. Our sausages, use these corners to your advantage. They're cooler. And actually, I want to bring these over here. These are pretty much done. These need more time. Put the cover back on them, okay? My mowing guy, he's mowing the yard here, y'all, so I'm having to kind of, you know, do things kind of on the fly here. So what I'm gonna do, I've got this burner, I've got this burner off, and it's gonna keep everything kind of idling. I got this burner is the only one on. I'm just gonna keep the gravy kind of going warm so it don't get kind of gelled up on me, all right? And I'm gonna wait till my mowing guy gets done with the backyard and we're gonna come back, all right? All right, guys, hey, we had just a little bit of a setback, but guess what? It's all good. We kind of left everything kind of idle, and hey, it's all right. The campers out there, you might have somebody drop by, may have something that kind of comes up. Kid might fall, gotta, you know, mess with their boo-boos. So I just added just a little bit of milk to our gravy, and it's perfect. It's warmed up. Now, I'm gonna do some eggs. And eggs are kind of difficult on the Blackstone. You might say, well, why? You got, it's a big frying pan. Well, you're right. But there's a technique to doing eggs and to doing some pretty good eggs. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I see a little bit of smoke coming from here. Plus the griddle is a little bit dirty. And I want my eggs to look kind of clean, all right? What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna clean this a little bit, okay? So the water does two things. It cleans the griddle. Also get you some white terry cloths. Does really good. Paper towels work also, but I like the terry cloth. Cleans the griddle, but also brings the temperature down. That water really absorbs the heat and makes it really nice, ready for eggs. I see a lot of people, they say, Hussey, my eggs are turning black, they're brown, they're not clean looking. It looks like my griddle's dirty. Well, you probably smoked your oil, or you have a lot of just gunky oil on your griddle. So right now I don't have any of my burners on. I feel some residual heat coming off, and we're gonna get some eggs going. First, I wanna take some butter. I like cooking my eggs with butter. I use unsalted butter. I like to control the salt level. If you put your butter down and you see this thing just and starts turning brown, you smoked your butter pretty much. Need to start over. And I want to do some scrambled eggs. Sometimes I like scrambled, sometimes I like over medium, or what I like to call over light. For seasoning, I'm gonna be honest with you, I use heifer dust a lot of times for my seasoning. If you want to use whatever seasoning you like. If your griddle pitches, you just got to do a little bit of spatula work here, y'all, okay? So I can hear it cooking just a little bit. If you want to bring your spatula in over here to kind of corral everything in, you know, just do whatever. Do whatever you got to do for your griddle. Yours is going to be a little bit different than mine, okay? So there we go. And we're just going to bring that in, make like an egg dam, okay? It's kind of low heat, so it's not going to cook really, really fast. So we're just working our spatula. I'm just going to let those cook, just like this right here. And it'll start kind of poofing up. It's going to be nice, fluffy eggs. Want to check on your gravy just to make sure it's not seized up on you. So you can see here, nice and creamy. Our eggs, we're going to flip them. And I'm just going to come in one little flop here, just like that right there. Voila. Takes a little bit of practice, but you'll get there in no time. I ain't nobody. We got our biscuits. They're over here just kind of idling, and I may have got them a little bit too dark. Some of them are. Wasn't paying attention. It's all good. There ain't that bad. We're gonna take a nice little serving platter and we're gonna put our biscuits over here. Beautiful looking biscuits. We're gonna put our sausages. I'll put those right there. Woo, doggies. Our eggs, those suckers are done. Look at that. Look at those nice, fluffy eggs. Just like that. Bacon. Beautiful, beautiful bacon. I'm running out of space here. Now these old hash browns. Our gravy just ain't gonna have a spot. Our gravy's just gonna stay on the griddle and leave it just kind of idling. But golly, boy. Oh, I forgot to season. I forgot to season the old gravy. What we gonna season it with? Heifer dust. I promise you, it's good. There you have it, y'all. Big old breakfast on the Blackstone griddle. Woohoo! Don't get any better than this. We gotta give it a try. Buddies, this is what we've all been waiting for. We've been waiting for a while. So let's build up this big old breakfast. Got an old biscuit there. I'm gonna take a sausage, a couple pieces of bacon. Yeah, buddy. Whew. Well, I love some breakfast. Hash browns. Hash browns good, y'all. Hash browns real good. Them old eggs. Just a little bit of them eggs right there. Ooh, look at that nice fluffy biscuit right there. Nice and fluffy. And we're gonna pour some gravy. Pour some gravy on me. Oh, I'll tell you what we do. This is what old Hussey does with his gravy. Some old North Carolina nectar. A little bit of Texas Pete. Well, I love some Texas Pete. Love it on my gravy. Love it on my eggs. I love it on about everything, my wife might say. Is that everything here? That's everything. Y'all, stick around too. We got those good groceries of the week that we got to go over, and there's always bloopers too, so y'all stick around. First things first, going in for this gravy. That creamy gravy. Heifer dust makes it great. Seasoned well. Texas Pete just really hits it off. Love these hash browns. Got nice color to them. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Crunchy, but yet soft. That's the way I like mine. Eggs, nice and fluffy. Yeah, I'm just gonna level with you. I gotta get back in that biscuits and gravy right there. Dang it, gravy. Dang it. And then, you know, sausage patty. Just an old sausage patty. Cooked good, cooked well. It was good. A little piece of bacon. Ain't nothing any better. You campers out there, make this, feed your crowd. They won't be hungry until about dinner, I guarantee it. Guys, you know what else I love? Good groceries of the week. Let's go over that right now. That first person out of Good Groceries of the Week, my buddy Brian over in Winston-Salem. Winston-Salem NC Barbecue. Man, look at these beef ribs. Woo, dang it, boy. I tell you what, that told me right there, Hussey, you need to do some beef ribs. You need to do them soon. I got some in the freezer. They're just sitting there. I need to get those done. Great job, Brian, on those beef ribs, brother. Next is Trekking Tailors. I think that's what it is. It's an Instagram. It's kind of putting one. Trekking Trailers, which I mean they're trekking and their last name is probably Tailors, I think. But man, he's getting his pizza game going. And I'd say he's doing a pretty dang good job, if I must say so myself. I wouldn't mind having a slice myself, okay? Hey, I appreciate you tagging old Hussey in the post, and I love to feature you out there as well. So make sure when you post on Instagram, Facebook, you can send me a message, you can send me an email. Just send me what you're cooking, especially if you're using some heifer dust or fiesta dust, all right? Well, hey, you know what else I love, don't you? That's them bloopers. All right, I need some seasoning. But guess what I don't have out here, Jacob? I don't have seasoning. I don't have seasoning. I'm gonna do heifer dust on them. I'm gonna season this up with some heifer dust, all right? Well, I need to look here, not there. Yeah. All right, after about, I don't know, 3. What in the world?
No money.
Come it. Paul's gonna see you got a spanking. Gosh. How'd I forget that, Jacob? It's your fault. Oh man. Here it is. I got my whiz hickey. I need to get some more whiz hickeys. I got my whiz hickey. It's the bee's knees, y'all. Who's on here? Anybody? Just Paul. I keep on to say Paul or Robert. That's not Paul, it's Paul. Paul McCoy.